And the music keeps on going. Find music 456 with our music god, Murray Thomas.
Okay, today I'm going to talk about this guy who I have mentioned before, I think several times, and I think has probably come up in other contexts, T Bone Burnett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I first encountered him at the Dylan's Rolling Thunder Review show. He was I believe he had a good part in putting together the band that Dylan used for that show, which was a very eclectic band. A guy named Rob Stoner was actually like the conductor when they're on stage, but Burnett obviously had a lot to do with who played and what they played and putting all that together. Well, if you're not familiar with him, he has a history, and we're going to go to share screen here because he has a history of that touches pretty much every level of modern music. Let's see here. Musical roots was he's very like Americana roots rock, which you can see here. Louis Armstrong, Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Buddy Holly, Hank Williams. He was into like a lot of the country, but also a lot of basic rock. He was producing albums back in the 60s, recorded several albums under various names before he took on T-Bone. And then, like I say, he worked with the Rolling Thunder Review. Some of the band members from that put together the Alpha Band, which put out 3 albums in the 70s. But what he's mostly known for, of course, is producing albums and doing soundtracks. Probably his most famous soundtrack, which he may have gotten an Oscar.
Get back to Elvis Costello and Los Lobos, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
yeah, he worked with Elvis Costello, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt here. I'm going to interrupt here. I was standing in line at the Arlington Theater in Santa Barbara to see Elvis Costello. T Bone Burnett was standing right in front of me, and he actually bought a ticket to see Elvis Costello. And I had a really nice conversation with him. He's a really kind, good guy. I mean, just right off. He's a great person.
That is crazy in a good way.
Yeah. He produced, King of America. What else we got?
The Wolf Survive. What a great album. Yeah.
Subsequently Married.
Title track.
Raising Sand. He produced the first album by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. Elton John, on and on. Like I said,
Roy Orbison, yeah.
Well, what he's most famous for is the soundtrack to "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," the movie, which has a lot of like 30s music in it because that's when it takes place. He also, so the second time I saw him, he was actually speaking with Elvis Costello. He was on tour with Elvis Costello. Both of them solo. Elvis Costello did total solo show, him piano and guitar, and T Bone Burnett opened for him just by himself. Saw that here in Rochester at RIT.
Nice.
Let's see, what else did he? Who else? I mean, it's just on and on and on and on.
He's done a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
He's a true advocate for music.
Yes. Yeah, there's another one. Greg Allman's final album.
Oh, that's a great album too. Low Country Blues. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one with Just Another Rider, right?
Yeah, that was a single. You're right.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then he released a posthumous one in 2016, My Only True Friend. That was a very sad song.
Yeah, that's a great album too. I'm a big Greg Allman fan. Definitely.
My dad's a fan too.
Your dad and I share that in common.
So his latest album, which I have here, I'll stop the sharing and we can look at this. It's pretty mellow Americana roots rock. It's called The Other Side, and it has a lot of religious references without really committing to any belief system. I mean, the opening song on it is called He Came Down, which could easily be interpreted to be about Christ returning to earth, but there are other interpretations you could put on it.
He did go to Texas Christian University.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yes, he has a very strong religious background. I think I mean, he's got great lines. There's a song, Everything and Nothing, which is all about, well, the line that really gets me is no one wants to die, but no one wants to die, but no one wants to get old, which hits me. Yeah. But
T Bone Burnett, 76 years old.
yeah.
Whoa, holy cow.
Yeah, and he does not, well, maybe he sounds 76 on this, but it's very fresh sounding, even though it's the musically, like I say, it harks back to Americana roots and gospel. It's a really nice album, a pleasant album to listen to. I highly recommend checking it out. And also, like I say, he is just one of those people who has been a force in American music for 50 years now. It's been 50 years since the Dylan tour he did. And that, like I say, that's when he first came to prominence, but he was the force before that. People should just know about him. That's all I'm trying to say.
And if you're going to listen to at least
justified our
one,
existence.
if you're going to listen to one T Bone Burnett song, Shut It Tight is awesome.
Okay.
Thanks for the recommend.
Shut It Tight.
Well, he had that hit, Diamonds Was a Girl's Best Friend, right?
I think he did. I have the two of his vinyl albums. I Proof Through the Night and The Talking Animals. And there's one song, I can't remember the title of it. It's about a gambler who gets the newspaper a day ahead of time. So he wins a lot of money on the horse races and stuff. And he bets a bunch of money on the Jets, the New York Jets. And then the newspaper stops coming in, and he has a little problem with that.
The
Great
Alpha Band
songwriter.
was a great band. Those albums were great. I had those albums at one time.
Yeah. I had one of them because, like I say, I saw him with Dylan. And it's like, oh, these are good. And the whole Dylan band, the backbone of the band, not the front people.
I was too young to see them. So sad.
I did see Dylan back in 2010 with Dire Straits.
Ooh.
Or no, it might have been Mark Knopfler solo, but he performed some of the Dire Straits songs.
Wow.
He's touched all our lives. This is wonderful. Thank you, Mark.
Great guitar player, Mark Knopfler. Man.